Welcome to episode number 12 of this Madden 20 Green Bay Packers franchise series, and today we're playing the Bears. Their season 6, we're 12-0. Well, last week 13, 26-20 over the 49ers in overtime. I just didn't see that, but last one you saw was week 10, and I kind of cheated. We should have lost, but it's my franchise. It says, Packers barely came away with a win at home, but a win. Hashtag undefeated from someone. So here we go. By 4:15 p.m. Central Time at Lambeau Field. Strip/simulate trainer. Play the full name. I do the moments. The names I do off camera, I play the moments, but the names I do on camera, I play the full name. Sometimes both controllers. For week 17, it will be both controllers. We're both in 84 overall. And yeah. So no uniforms, play tall and hands. Let's go. And probably career mode, episode 12 of that series will probably be hopefully Monday, the last day of my Christmas break, hopefully. Stay undefeated, 175 at speed, brick wall at home, under 250 yards, 100 at speed if we did that. And I didn't see the last one. Matt 60 tackles, there Smith 40 tackles, 3 forced fumbles. And yeah, our safety, our safety has more tackles, but the other safety has a forced fumble and an interception. Let's watch the presentation. John the Coachman.
Up with the Joneses, it's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Randy Cotton and Charles Davis.
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics.
We're back at quarterback Nick Moles, and by the way, we got a wide receiver and a cornerback and a 4th-round pick for our backup pitcher, a 1st-round pick, and Kevin Tanner, quarterback. But we still have 2 cornerbacks, our 2 strong cornerbacks. Our overall is still in the green. We have Jermel Alexander with an 87 overall and Josh Jackson at 81 overall. As you can see, the Packers are 12-0, first place in the NFC North, and then the Bears since it's 2nd place in the NFC North, and then 3rd place the Lions at 3 and 9, and then the Vikings are 0-12. Yeah, 0-12. It seems like this game wants the Browns to do well because now they're 0-13. They lost 28-21 over the Cardinals, so really have to update that. 0-13 for the Vikings. That's not good. Here we go. And he brings it back to their own 26-yard line. Cleveland, we beat them 52-3 in Super Bowl 53. There's 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, almost 2,820 passing yards, 230 for 330. Cleveland's 10-3. And then who we played in the Super Bowl for and faced the franchise in career mode was the Chargers, and franchise was the Browns. We won. The Packers won the Super Bowl, and the Packers won the Super Bowl and the franchise. Vinny J won the Super Bowl and faced the franchise, and Dash C won the Super Bowl in career mode.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Run it. He goes backwards. Philadelphia's 3-10. Dallas is 7-6. In real life, they finished 8-8. Last year, 2018 season, there was no one that finished 8-8. Well, the Bears finished 8-8. The Cowboys finished 8-8, and I think there's other teams too. At least 2 finished 8-8. So it's not like last season. And that was an epic finish last night. The Seahawks won though, and that probably would have been the game winner. The 49ers would be the 5 seed, the Seahawks would be the 3 seed, and the Saints would be the 2, and the Packers would be the 1. But because the 49ers won, the Seahawks are number 5, Saints are number 3, Packers number 2, and then the 49ers are number 1. That would be hard. Oh, intercepted! It's Amos! Oh no, it's Savage! No, it's Amos! Amos, and the Panthers stayed over at their own 37-yard line. So it's foot. Not the play announcer. I will be for week 17 when I do vote control. Use vote controllers in the week 17 game against the Saints. Sunday Night Football, last game of the year. Last regular season game of the year. Here's Joe Adams. Long play, 1 play, touchdown. Touchdown, Packers. 20th receiving touchdown this season in week 14. But when I do the week 17 game against the Saints, which in week 16 and 17 we're supposed to play division teams, but for some reason we did in 2019, but because this is not actually what the Packers' schedule in real life is for 2020, because they haven't obviously released it. They released it in the off season, probably in like March or something. So that's why when it's 10 miles an hour blowing in the face of Mason Crosby, but it's only a 32-yard extra point attempt. So the tip is right down the middle, 7-0 Packers. 1 play, 63 yards, 8 seconds on. But yeah, I'll be the play announcer for the Week 17 game on Sunday Night Football against the Saints, which I don't know why. I guess they don't want that. If you do, that's what it is in real life. So if you do, if it's Madden 20, if you do the 2020 season or longer, they might not have that rule, which they didn't, or at least for franchise. I'm not sure about the face the franchise in career mode. I'm not exactly sure, but they don't have that rule, or they're not doing it. In real life, that wouldn't happen. The Packers wouldn't play the Saints in Week 17 because they're not in the same division. But here they're playing the Saints on Week 17, on Week 7 on Sunday Night Football. So in the last regular season game 256 out of 256. Here's the Bears' offensive line. It's 256 regular season games total. So the Packers here, they have 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end. They always have that. For defense, usually, except for the Raiders, usually you see 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, or 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers. 3rd and 7. Now here's the and I believe we have 3 defensive linemen and 4 linebackers. Yeah. Dean Lowry, Teddy Clark, Montreal Adams, which I did resign. And then the Smith brothers as the outside linebackers, and then Oren Britt and no Blake Martinez. I signed him to a franchise tag, but then I traded him for like a first round or a draft pick. I forgot what round, to the Bears. So, but we have Burt's and then someone else. What's the flag? It's close to a first down. Well, it's gonna be 4th and. I'm gonna accept it because there would be from their own 37, but 3rd and 17 if we accept it, or 4th and inches if we decline it.
So apparently some grabbing in the jersey there on the O-line. Yeah, just looking in.
It's on 75. 75 is the left guard. Because when it says 4th and short, it means it's 4th and inches. They might not go for it. Yeah, it was kind of, because it came right as the ball was thrown away.
And that's when the penalty occurred.
So it's 3rd and 17 now. You never know. They could go for it. I mean, when it says 4th and short there, it means 4th and inches. Yeah, that was not a good idea to accept it because they probably would have punted if we declined it. It would be 4th down, but yeah, that's why you probably. I thought they just got 22 yards on 3rd and 17. Carolina's 9-3. New Orleans is 10-2, and yeah, that went -3 yards. 10th title for loss this season for Preston Smith. And yeah, Zaire Smith and Preston Smith are not brothers. They call them the Smith brothers because both last name is Smith, but they're not biological brothers. They're not brothers. Okay, he gained 1 yard back. It's third and third, or actually, no, he didn't. I'm gonna do a strong safety blitz. We still have 2 guys back there. New England sits and sets the Rams. Oh, they're doing a screen. They're doing a screen. Oh, yeah, I did wrap up. Trubisky's 3 for 5, 37 yards, 1 interception, 4th and 11. So really didn't lead to anything about them me declining that penalty. It would have most likely punt. I seen a fake, and I don't know why you're taking it. It didn't even land. It landed in behind the end zone, or didn't even land in the end zone. It landed outside the end zone. It's an upset alert apparently. It's 3-0 Raiders over the Panthers. I mean, it's not like it's 14-0 or what the upset yesterday, like where it was what 17-3 Lions at halftime, but then the Panthers outscored the Lions 20-3 in the second half. It went 23-20 thanks to a 33-yard game-winning field goal from Mason Crosby. He barely did. Here we go. Oh, throws it to Devontae Adams. First down, Packers. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Both throws, 87 yards, both to Devontae Adams. It's only 7-0 with under 30 seconds left in the. See, Denver 6-6, New Orleans 10-6. They just scored a touchdown. I would say that's an upset field goal, not really. Down by 3. All the throws thrown by Aaron Rodgers was to Devontae Adams. After 1 quarter of play, the score is 7-0 Packers. PAZ slide. After this, I'm probably gonna post this video, obviously, but probably watch the Red Box Bowl. Because we have Slim, a TV program, and you can't have 2 Slims at the same time because of the package we got. But that's just for the bowl games on ESPN. The Red Box Bowl is on Fox, and we have Fox on their antenna, so. Okay, no call for some reason. So it's strong. So it's PA slide. There's Brown, Stanton, Williams, and then Jones. So they're both running backs in here. And yeah, I just got sacked. It's floored. 4th and 9 now. And so I was gonna go. So it's hood. We're going at 4. Here we go. We're going on 4th and 9 for around 37. It is caught by Graham to their own 49-yard line. First down, Packers. Rodgers is 4 for 5, 108 yards. First throw to completed throw to someone else other than Devontae Adams. First 3 were to Devontae Adams. 4th one was to Jimmy Graham. Circle! Oh, that was the Stanton, which Allison's the second turn behind Adams, and then it's someone else. And then on the other side behind Stanton is the guy we picked up from got in a trade from Steelers, and then there's Allison, and then St. Brown. I forgot who's the third string behind Adams. I know it's Allison and then someone else. Probably didn't see it right here. Adams, there's Johnson, Moore. Oh yeah, Moore. Yeah, it's Adams, Allison, and Moore, and then it's Stanton, Johnson, and then Brown. Or they 10 on the play clock. Now cross week play. Here we go. It's still 3-0 Raiders over the 9-3 Panthers. And I'll throw it. It's Stanton down to the 10-yard line. It's just 1st and 10, but I'll say it's 1st and goal. Because okay, let's switch the play. Let's give it to Jones. Oh, broke a tackle, broke another one. Touchdown, Packers. Should be 14-0 Packers, pending the extra point. Yeah, 4th, and he had less than 1,000 rushing yards, and we're in the final month of the season. It's because Most of the running happens when I do games that I play the most, but like these games I rarely give it to Jones. And we go, wind's going the other way usually because when we score our first touchdown, we're going the other way, so, and the wind's going not on an angle, it's on. It won't be in your face or at your back. It won't be like at the side of you or something. Here we go. 3:33 left in the first half. This kick will probably end up out of the end zone and maybe in the stands because the wind's going with us. And it goes out of the end zone, stays in play though. If there was 100 kickoff power, that probably would have been probably halfway, probably in the concourse. Here we go. They'll run it. Oh, down around one guy. First down, Chicago. And then obviously New Year's Day, it's probably going to be the NFC Championship game between the Giants and in the Christmas tournament. Giants won. Well, I quit with like 2:08 left in the third quarter. It's because the Giants were up 42-16 over the Rams. The Rams had 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points and a safety. The Giants had 6 touchdowns and 6 extra points. I mean, unbelievable. They play. 6 rushes, 15 yards for the City's tackle this season for that guy. I think that's Lowry. I mean, Cleveland's 10-3. I mean, in real life, people thought they would go 10-6. They went 6-10. They weren't in it. I mean, they were 6-7, but then they lost week 15, 16, and 17. End of the year with a 3-game losing streak. They got 6-10. Sack. It's Alexandra. 2 sacks for the Bears, 1 for the Panthers. I need 4 sacks. We're 25% there, a fourth of the way there. And here's a 2-minute warning. Up. The score is 14-0 Panthers.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I wonder why. I forgot this is a late game. I said, why are so many games that are final? It's because that was a horrendous punt. Williams just. It was Jamal Williams, the 7-string running back, just brought up to the Bears 49. I don't know why. It's because the wind was going against us in the first quarter, and now with us instead. It's going against them, and it was going with them for their first one. That's why it was only 22 yards. Sure, would have still kicked it. I mean, if you kicked it, say at 45 yards, it should go like pretty far though. And then a shot by Adams down to the 20-yard gain. Let's hurry it up. 10-second runoff. Stick into the vertical. Here we go. Triangle. Floated in the end zone. Oh. I don't know who that was. See what? That was Hunter Bradley, our 42 overall tight end. Fullback middle. Adam, Stanton, Williams, Graham. Let's go with the Williams. Oh, that was a hard hit. Down to the 6, first and goal. I'll hang it up though. Let's go with 8-6 touch. We're going to throw it to our first runner, Matt Jones, and he's down to the 1. Rogers 9 for 12, almost 200 yards. Let's go with Y-stick. We have I believe we have a lot of. That's. Oh! So I think we have. Oh, quick slant. So we have Stanton, Bradley. I think we have 3. We have 3 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 1 runner receiver, and 1 running back. I'll throw it to the veteran Jimmy Graham. He's in. Touchdown, Packers with 31 seconds to go in the first half, and the Bears do get the ball start second half, which is fine. 10th touchdown for Jimmy Graham. He's in double digits. They don't have the goal line defense, obviously. The goal was 8 receiving touchdowns for Jimmy Graham. Passed at 10. 6 plays, 49 yards, a minute and 20 seconds long. Way down. And by the way, our punter is the one that does the tip-offs, and JT Stott, our punter, does the tip-offs. Mason Crosby, our kicker, does the field goals and extra points, and then JT Stott obviously is the punting. And if I just said there's a free kick, JT Stott, I think does it. I believe does it. So the only thing that Mason Crosby does is extra points and field goals. Our punter does the tip-offs, free kicks, punts, obviously. Here we go. Oh! And then they call a timeout. If I said stop, I have 3 timeouts, so maybe I had 3 and out then. Then I'll get the ball back and Hail Mary or send off a short punt because remember the wind's going against them. Trubisky's 3 for 7, 37 yards, 1 interception. And that was one on, what, the 3rd and 17 and gained 22 yards? Denver, or the Broncos, are up 14-7 on the Saints. And now they're calling timeouts. 3rd and 4. Why would you do that? I guess they did ball. It's not like they don't get ball 6-7.5. Oakland's up 13-7 over Carolina. So I guess that's kind of is an upset. At least it using me from the die from behind. They're not. I call a timeout. 4th and 2. Usually it using me from the front. If it did, I probably would send it. It's 4th and 2, but I'm not sure if that's why I avoid calling a timeout. See if I would notice. See, it's because the wind's going against us. We started our own 39. 6 seconds to go. Middle field's open, but there's only 6 seconds left. So it's a mess. It's not always needed Jones, but once we catch it, I have to go down. I got it in with 1 second to go. At the Bears' 42-yard line. The wind's going with us. Remember, it's not going against us. It's I don't know. It's 59 yards, but if the wind was going against us, I wouldn't do this. That's why just 2 punts by the Bears were so bad. I don't know for 59 yards. I think I can make. Yeah, I can because of the wind. They don't have the right defense on. Perfect power and accuracy from the left hash. 59 yards. Good. Hit the extension in the back. And at halftime, the scores Packers 24, Bears 0. We scored 3 touchdowns for extra points and a field goal. And let's listen to John the Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach. All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL.
He shows 3 scores.
We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. The Vikes are down to their final 3 games. They want to salvage a victory somewhere as they fall to 0-13.
Oh, not bad, 7-5.
Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Broncos on top. Emmanuel
Breeze is a backup quarterback for some other team.
And a touchdown catch as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And
they showed 2 early games that already finished in a late game. That's at halftime.
In the victory.
24-21.
Aaron Rodgers was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They got the lead.
I believe this is the 3rd string running back, Denzel Williams. I believe our 2nd string running back, their punt returner, and our 3rd string running back, their kickoff returner. And he was actually playing because Jamal Williams was out with his shoulder in week 17. Hopefully he's back, but they don't play for 2 weeks. And here's Graham. I like that play. Up to the Bears' 47-yard line, 1st down Packers. 3rd reception. And yeah, people are probably going to say, well, you should have lost against the Titans, but remember, it wasn't like it was just me. I'm playing a computer. I was actually having both controllers. That was before I got the dual controller. That was like before Thanksgiving. Oh, I haven't. Is it on target? Wide open touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. But yeah, I kind of watch football, and obviously I have to still do weight. I still have to do. I'm what? The bye was week 8, so I still have to do week 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 games for career mode. Obviously I don't play the full game, but that probably takes. I mean, if they say it's 20 minutes, probably that already takes almost 2 hours. There should be time though. There should be time though for that. If I did on at 10. Today I got on at like 11:15 because I watched Emergency. It's at 10 on and then 10 on Cozy TV. And obviously it's every weekday at 10, so probably that day I won't watch it. Today it was like the half of a movie, and that's the second half of that movie, Emergency movie. That is tomorrow. So I might. But yeah, I guess that Monday I'd have to. Oh yeah, and again, I guess. Oh, we got ball first? Oh yeah, I thought they got ball first start the game. I thought we did, so they did ball. We got ball start. They got ball start the game, so that's why we got ball start second half. The only thing they're really doing. I mean, Trubisky can't throw. That's their other running back. 2 yards after contact. Cover one linebacker blitz. But yeah, I guess I have to do those 5 games if I want to fill in on Monday. I probably will regardless it would be episode 10 of the NHL 19 Austin Dunn Suspension Era Franchise Series or episode 1 of the NHL 20 Austin Dunn Suspension Era Franchise Series if I finished it. If I didn't, then it would be episode 10 of the NHL 19 Austin Dunn Suspension Era Franchise Series, which would be most likely will be the first game we have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. And if it's episode 1 of the NHL 20 Austin Dunn Expansion Era Franchise Series, it would be open at night. And I'll strip all the creation because I mean that's always the entire episode. So I'm gonna film career mode and Madden 20 regardless. But that one nowhere. Send that one backwards. No, they got a yard. Throw a silver shot pinch. It's a man blitz. Let's go. And remember, the wind's going against them. I guess they pitched the. He's short. No, he's short. He's short. He's short. Yeah, he gained. It's 4th and inches. Throw that straight, and they decided to go against the wind for this tour, so they can be with the wind in the 4th. Well, this is good, I guess, for them, but okay, I was bringing up to their own 18-yard line. Probably next tour if they punt, it's gonna be a boomer because the wind's going with them. Here it's against them for the 3rd quarter and with them. And it shows that us go against the wind in the 3rd quarter and with the wind in the 4th. They had the choice of which way they want to kick. Or the Panthers have the choice to kick or receive, and if they say receive, then the Bears will have a chance or decide which way they want to kick. And the wind it would go against the wind, I guess, in this quarter. So I forgot I was past the line of scrimmage. And now Rodgers is hurt. Darn it. And yeah, he's holding his collarbone, so that's not great. If he's running in that tunnel, then so now we have Moles, which has thrown. He's like 3 for 4, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. But Rodgers, if he's out for like the rest of the year, we're gonna have like, I mean that was a good throw right there. But like when I do the play the moments game, which will only be for 2 more week 15 and 16 games, and then week 17 broadcast and play the full game, broadcast the game, and play with both controllers. And then the playoffs obviously would be like this: 1 controller, probably not broadcasting. There's Graham. This tournament's not that bad. I mean, it was out of free agency, but we should get a update. Like right now, bruised shoulder or some re-injury risk medium. Let's just keep Moles now. Let's see how he does. They're up 31-0 anyways. See how if he didn't touchdown because. Well, he just got sacked. It's another Smith. So at least it's not a broken collarbone. I'll put him in eventually. Adams! It is try. He's only short of the first, but it's third down. Mills, or whatever his name is, Mills, 3 for 3. So yeah, I hope. Oh, here's Rogers. I kind of want to put. So I just. I'll put him in. We're not go for it. 2 seconds to go. Last play of the third quarter. They're doing goal line. Oh, he knocked it away. And take over at the 6. The third quarter comes to an end. Up 31-0. 7 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second, 7 in the third. And for the Bears, 0 points in the first quarter, 0 in the second, 0 in the third. Cincinnati's 6 and 6, better than in real life. And then up going 2 and 14. So let me think. No one's there, and you bat it away. Let it hit your right hand. Pick it off, whoever that is. Oh, they got he's 9 rushes, 35 yards. I'm gonna bring the house. I'm bringing a safety blitz. So basically, it's man. You're not blitzing. You're in man coverage or somebody. No zone. You're blitzing or man up. I want a safety. So I force the incompletion. It's 4th down now. And the wind's going with it, so it could be a bomb punt now. I don't know, straight rush to see if I can. Because if I block it, it would be in the end zone, most likely. These times I did around that dot. See, look how much it is. Go in the end zone. Seriously, it stopped at the 1. That's unrealistic. So he punts it from one end zone to the other end zone. When he punted like 20 yards when the wind's going against him, but when the wind's going with him, he punts it from one end zone to the other end zone. And the punt power and the punt accuracy is at 50. There's the ground. Just did it at 3 yards. That means the ball's not being snapped. Basically, 21-7 Broncos over the 10-2 Saints. That would be an upset if they went into Saints. And it's 21-7 Raiders over the Panthers. If they win, it's an upset as well. Here we go. Whoever's crossing, it's Devontae Adams up to the 9. It's 3rd and 2. So let's try to run it. First down, 2 rushes, 12 yards, 1 touchdown for Jones. By about a hair. Here we go, crossing, it's Devontae Adams, spins around one guy, up to the Patters on 37-yard line. So yeah, that's the plan. Probably per episode 12 of the Vinny Dash C. Perimeter will probably be the next Monday, the last day of Christmas break for me. Here we go. Where's the flag? They're gonna. I know there's not. Here we go. I went back to Moles. He's 4 for 5, 84 yards. Trying to get him a touchdown. Before his game, he was like 3 for 4, 75 yards, and he had 1 touchdown. And we're up 31. Really, he was on and then off for 1 throw, and then came back in, and then oh, what a catch by the veteran Jimmy Graham! First down. it's an offensive line eligible on the play. He's just short of the goal line. 2 minute we're up 31-0. So it's not like open at night. It's only 40. Well, it's probably not 49-0, but it's still a mess. Yeah, it's that Alex Light, which I did re-sign. I re-signed everyone that contract, but I'm gonna try to give it to Light. He got it to the eligible backup left tackle. The backup left tackle, who was an eligible receiver on the play, got the touchdown. And now the wind's going against us for the first and fourth quarter, and it was going with us for the second and third quarter. That's how he made his 59-yard field goal. He basically made 9 plays, 100 yards. 100 yards. 100 yards. And that, well, it shouldn't be, I guess if it's inside the one, but when from the one, it should be a 9, well, they're saying it's a 100-yard drive. It should be 99, but the game will probably did another clip. I don't want to do another clip, so Trubisky, 61 passing yards for Rodgers, 338, 3 touchdowns, and Trubisky, 0 touchdowns. And then in shutout, and I don't know, the backup, but, well, it'll probably be episode 12 of the Dash C Tour Mode series. Next Monday, my last day of Christmas break, probably. I'll play the 5 games that day, because really right now, I mean, I don't really want to, and it's like 3:15. I really want, and he's watching Slim, but we have Fox and Antenna, and there's a Red Box Bowl. It's probably like a quarter. It started 45 minutes ago. Other than December, it closes no board gets up, so hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 13 of Green Bay Packers Madden 20 franchise series. See you in episode number 13. And go Packers in this franchise and real life. Because they had the first round bye. Thanks to the 23-20 win over the Lions yesterday. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. And Happy New Year.